Let's take a look at some of the ways that you can change your outgoing emails that the customer receives. This is done with email blurbs. Let's take a look at a confirmation email. So off of settings, email settings, we have our general email settings, which you're not going to play with. That's just setting what your email is. We've already have that set up. So let's look at the confirmation email because that's the first one, one of the most important ones here, because it has some extra settings for it here. So the subject, you can set what you want for the subject for that outgoing email. So for example, and you can edit the field templates here, so you can see you can put in an event ID, an event name, your name, date, start date. So all of these variables can be put in using the double curly brackets here on each side. So for example, if somebody has a reservation at our location, we send a thing that says reservation for 12 on January 3rd, 6 p.m. That way they know that it's a specific reservation for something, the date and time that's gonna catch their eye, instead of just a generic thing that makes it look like it's just spam coming from us. Okay, so now you can set that for your subject. That will be the subject for that confirmation email. Now you can set you can add a blurb to it. And so here's something we've added, and we did this with a little HTML to put in the graphic, but you can put anything you want in here. Looking for some pizza, call Alfredo's. You don't have to have a graphic in there. But if you need help doing that, just shout at us and we can help you add graphics to any of these. So here is this thing that we've added, and right now the blurb location is at the bottom. So let's preview what that looks like. So here is the basic information somebody's going to get. Congratulations, John Doe's. Your reservation is complete. Here's all your information. It's Billy's birthday party on Saturday, August, blah, blah. And then here is that blurb, and we have it at the bottom of the email. Well, the problem is lots of times people get this far and they don't see the bottom of the email. So if you want stuff to stand out a little better, then you can choose to put it at the top. So if instead I decide to put it at the top when I save these settings, let's go in and preview now, we're going to see that it's going to have that looking for some great pizza. Here's Alfredo's, blah, blah. Okay, so there we go. Now, that's how to add an overall blurb. That will go on every email I have going out for the confirmations. And that's whether or not we're confirming for a weekday private event or for a Nerf party or for anything, it's going to give them that email. Okay. Now, we have the ability to put specific emails on things as well based on the package. So let's go in and just take a look at one of our packages here. And let's look at a discount package for 6 as an example. And if I sit here and scroll on down to the bottom, we now have the ability, besides the descriptions and terms and conditions, we can put a confirmation email blurb in there and a reminder email blurb. So we can again use variables that we want in here. Okay, so on date and start time and etc. Here's the variable for when for doing their waivers. All that information can be put in there. So if I preview this, it's going to look like hi your name, but it'll insert the name. Your paintball party has been entered, and etc., etc., etc. Okay, so here I give them a lot of information on this email. Now they all don't read it. I still get lots of phone calls saying when should we arrive and do we need to reserve a table, even though we answer that in the email. But just to show you kind of what it looks like, let's go into one of our emails. And we'll just pick one of our locations here, and I'll show you what that email looks like to the customer. All right. So if we pop up a specific email, here's hi Maribel Miller. Thank you for booking with Gas Black Keller. We've entered your party on April 7th at 1:30, and here's the information on waivers and all that kind of stuff. So all of their information is there, including the pizza place that we use over there. So it'll put all of that information above where their actual uh, reservation information is as far as their package and everything. So that's a way that you can add to your packages with a specific email. Then same thing for the follow-up. We have at this point you're probably making last minute plans for your event. Be sure to check to make sure everybody's done waivers and our follow-up email, the reminder email that comes out a couple days before they attend, will also give them a list of everybody who has done the waiver. That way, try to put the host in charge of making sure that the rest of the waivers get done. So there is how confirmation email blurbs and reminder email blurbs can be added. Now, you also have, if we go in, we can look at our email settings, and there's also a payment reminder. So, for example, if somebody starts to do a reservation but then does not finish it, it sends them a payment reminder in half an hour if you have a reservation that requires payments. And again, here you can add things complete with variables. And we've added hi, your name, so it's going to pull that from the registration. We see that you started to do a reservation but didn't finish it. If you have any questions concerning it, please give us a call and we'll help you with your reservation, etc. So you can go through and play with all the blurbs on all of these different things and take a look at the reminders, the payment fails, all that kind of stuff. You can add things, but don't forget you can add things that are package specific as well, like we showed you there. So for example, just as another quick example, if I am doing a private Nerf party at my location, that package has some information specific to um, not only can we arrive, but can we bring our own Nerf guns or should we bring our own ammo? So, depending on what your package contains, you can alter the outgoing email. And I would highly suggest that off of the general settings, you put all of these blurbs to be at the top. It gives you a better chance of having them read, but again, it's no guarantee. So hopefully that helps fill you in on what email blurbs do for packages. All right, thanks.